last time we talked, you were still kind of on the mend. Are you 100% now?
But right now I'm still working in to get to 100%. I mean, it's still a work in progress, but I think I'm heading in the right direction to getting healthy.
I just want to talk to you about a couple of things going today. Coach Perry, you've been here a few years now. You're a senior. It's Coach Perry's first year. You were here under both Keith Hayward and Coach Perry. Can you compare and contrast the two as far as coaching style?
I mean, well, they're obviously two different style of coaching. One has a little bit more experience with Coach Perry, and so I think with that it kind of helps me, like, as far as like understanding the game a little more, and he's kind of helping like the safeties too, as far as like with our fits and like giving us little clues and hints on what we could do to get in better position on each play.
Do you have a story or memory about Coach Hayward? Because he was a lifetime Beaver.
Hey, Coach Hayward, he was a good coach. I mean, it was good while we had him, but I mean, now we got a new coach, so we got to move on, and we'll see how it goes this weekend.
have you talked to Keith in the past year?
I actually, when I seen him, I think it was, I want to say, it was fall camp or summertime, I think it was. I seen him, he came by, and then we kind of chatted up a little bit, but that was about it.
When you found out that he was leaving, what was your reaction? Were you surprised?
Yeah, it was actually a bit of a shock because, I mean, no one expected him to leave that soon because he hasn't been here, he wasn't here that long, just for a few years. But, I mean, I guess he found himself a better situation. So, I mean, it worked out for the best for both sides, I feel like.
Coach Perry, I mean, from you guys, you and Jordan being the older guys, it's the young guys, everybody says Coach Perry, he makes it simple.
Yeah, Coach Perry definitely makes it simple and makes our jobs a lot easier just by giving us that knowledge he has for obviously 30-plus years in the NFL and stuff. So, I mean, just every bit of knowledge, you try to soak it up and take it in.
Because he has that experience and that NFL pedigree, do your ears perk up a little bit more? You listen?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Every time you hear Coach Perry's voice, you're like, oh, where's he at? Where's he at? You're trying to take in some more knowledge because you know it's going to help you in the future.
And for you, this weekend, going back to Washington, do you look forward to the games against Washington schools?
Oh, yeah, going back to Washington, definitely. I look forward to that game because it's kind of a homecoming for me. My whole family will be there, and so I kind of just look to for another game. I mean, so I want to just go on and continue the game as far as getting our wins, continue this good season, but I obviously want to show out from the home crowd.
I know Scotty Crichton said after the Wazoo game, he's like, it's always, you always have a little extra motivation playing against the Washington schools, but he hates UW. Do you have a dislike for either Washington school?
Not necessarily. I don't really dislike either school, but I mean, I'll dislike them this weekend for sure. So I mean, I obviously want to get the win. I don't really care who we play. I just want to get the win.
Were you recruited by Washington?
I mean, I was recruited, but never officially offered, and so I mean, got to take that into consideration this weekend as far as putting it on them. So.
Now you mentioned that your family and friends are going to be there. How many of them? And combine that playing in front of your family to playing in an NFL stadium. I mean, just describe how you feel about that.
Oh yeah, I mean, playing in the Seahawks stadium. I mean, obviously going there watching the Seahawks play, and now I get to play in that same stadium with my whole family watching. I mean, it's a big experience for me, and I know my family's expecting me to go out there and show out for them, so I got to do what I'm supposed to do.
There's a pretty nice contingent of Washington guys on this team. Do you guys get together? Are you guys going to get together on the bus or on the plane tomorrow and be like, hey guys, we're going home. We got to put it on them.
Oh yeah, you can definitely sense that look competitive by all the Washington players. Everybody wants to go back home and beat the Huskies. Because you want the bragging rights. Obviously, you don't want to go back home in the offseason and you're hearing everybody clowning on your team for if you lose. So you obviously got to win this game. It's a big win. It'll be a big win for us.
And Keith Price, the quarterback, obviously very talented, but he's got 10 turnovers in the past 3 games. I mean, are you guys aware of that? Can you just talk about what you've seen from Price on film as a player and then his struggles the past few games?
Oh, Keith Price is definitely a good quarterback. I mean, he's a mobile quarterback, so it obviously keeps you, on your P's and Q's. You got to be aware of, like, if he's going to scramble, be aware if he's in the pocket, or just be aware of him at all times because you got to be able to show up if he's QB sneaking on the run. So, especially in the back end with safety, you got to have your eyes right.
And then the turnovers. I mean, because he's kind of shown the propensity to turn over the past 3 games, it can make you guys a little more anxious to get out there.
I mean, yeah, he's had turnovers, but I wouldn't say they're all his fault. But I mean, so you got to still expect them to come out with their best this weekend. I mean, each week's a different week for him, so we'll be ready.